So recently, I posted up a video about a Kenyan lady being sentenced to death in Vietnam, and people have been commenting like, "What if the government comes through? If President Ruto calls the Vietnam embassy or something like that?" So let me tell you about rules, especially when you're traveling abroad. Every country has their own rules. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're moving to Germany, UK, Canada, or maybe Australia, US. They have their own rules concerning drug stuff and whatever. So in Vietnam, if you are caught with drugs, they don't deport you back to your country, but they will use their how do you call it, rules or law, yeah, to sentence you. So this lady was sentenced in Vietnam because she was caught with narcotics and problem with having these drugs. The consequences, my friend, you will not like it because different countries have different laws. So in Vietnam, if you are caught with drugs, you are sentenced to death. Yeah, you are hanged. Maybe I don't know what they do to you, but you will not see the light. Yeah. So the story has already happened. The lady has already been sentenced to death, and the government cannot do anything. The good thing about Germany, if you are found maybe on the wrong side of the law, you are deported back to your country. It doesn't matter if you took the German passport, they will deport you where you were born. Because when you're applying for the German passport, you have to declare that you are born in Kenya, then you declare your old stuff and everything. So they will go back to your file and then see if you're coming from Tanzania, Australia, Burundi, Kenya, they will deport you back to your country. After serving, maybe you can serve some maybe sentence in their jail, but they don't take your life. So after maybe you can serve some sentence in their jail and then they deport you back to your country, or they'll just take you back to your country direct. Yeah. So laws and rules are different from different countries. So I've seen people saying that we should do something online, even on TikTok. People have like live TikTok videos saying that they should do something. They should go to Vietnam embassy. They should occupy Vietnam embassy because she was wrongly accused because she didn't know anything about these drugs. I've told you. Yeah, most of the time when you're traveling, you don't know anything about drugs. Someone will just give you something like, "Hey, can you please take this unga to my friend in Germany because they have missed the ugali." And for you, you don't know anything about drugs. Someone will just pack like a packet of unga and then they give you, and then you are arrested at the airport. Yeah, for me, I told you, if you give me something like, but most of the time I don't tell people when I'm traveling. Yeah, that's the good thing about me. I just book my flights. My friends will only hear about me when I'm in Kenya. And when I'm going back to Germany, I won't tell anyone I'm going back to Germany. They'll just see me in Germany just taking pictures or making videos. So they will not realize when I'm traveling. So I don't tell people when I'm traveling because to avoid such stuff like, can you please take this one to my sister? Can you please take this one to, hey, Rogers, are you in Kenya? When are you coming back? Can you please come with this and this? No. I don't do that. Because for me also, I don't send people. Like, if I miss like Kenyan tea, I don't tell people, are you in Kenya? Are you coming back to Germany? Can you please come with tea leaves? No, only my friends. Like, I have like 2 friends that I can send when they're in Kenya. I just say them like, can you please come with this and this? It's so easy. But if you want to send someone and someone want to send you, I told you, you have to open the bags. Yeah. To be on the safer side, open the bags. If you give me like a Masai shuka, I have to check every corner. If you give me like Masai sandals, I have to check if it's open, if it's good. Yeah, because people will do a lot of stuff. They will use you to smuggle drugs to people's country. And then you find that even there's someone who said that there's a guy who was coming from Mombasa to Nairobi. So this Indian fella, they gave him like a packet of unga and some other stuff, roiko, I don't know, something like that. So this guy was wondering like, you're giving me like a packet of unga and everything. Why don't you just send money to your friend, yeah, who's living in Nairobi? So later, I realized that it was drugs. It wasn't a packet of unga. And now imagine if he was caught. The good thing about he was driving, so it was so easy for him to maneuver the police checkpost and everything, because if he was using like an SGR, we have those sniffer dogs everywhere. Before you enter SGR, you have to be checked like two times, yeah, with sniffer dogs. So you find that if he was using an SGR, he could have been caught and been arrested. And then this guy, when he gave him the those unga and some roiko in a packet, he didn't give him his contact, but he took his contact. Like, I'm giving you stuff like unga and everything, but I don't want you to have my number, because you can be arrested and then you call me. So I'll just take your number, just in case you don't arrive. I will call you and be like, did you arrive? Did you give him? So they met at maybe a Nakumat in Nairobi, somewhere in Nakumat or Quickmart, and then they gave him he gave the family the unga and roiko. And these guys, they were driving big cars. Now imagine, why don't you just send an M-Pesa to your friend, like, buy unga and roiko? It's so easy because we have Quickmart and everything. So this guy, he was used unknowingly to transport drugs from Mombasa to Nairobi, and it's very dangerous. So be very careful out there. Not everyone is your friend. Not everyone has a good intention with your life. You might be arrested, and then they sentence you to death, and then you're gonna miss your family. Yeah, they don't know where you are. Maybe you are in Vietnam, like this lady in Duta. Yeah, she was just traveling, and then someone decided that let me use this girl to transfer these drugs from Vietnam to Cambodia, or Cambodia to Vietnam. And then when you're caught at the border, you get sentenced at the border, in which let's say airport. If you are caught in a Vietnamese airport, you will be sentenced in Vietnam. If you get caught in Cambodia, and every country has their own rules. Always remember that. Yeah. Now imagine John, the person who sent this lady. He was supposed to pay him like $1,300. Now imagine John is living his life. He's enjoying life with their families. He's going for vacation. He's eating nice food wherever he is. And this Nduta lady, he has already been hanged. So it's so that I think the justice was not served well. But all in all, we learn every day. So if you are there listening to me, please be very careful when you're traveling. Don't take stuff from everyone at the airport, because for me, I can have drugs here in Kenya, and then I can just because our Kenyan system is corrupt, I can pay people at the airport, like I'm traveling with like 2 kgs of maybe narcotics, and then I take like 50K, I give someone at the airport, and then they allow me to pass. Now the problem is, maybe when I'm connecting to Amsterdam or at Frankfurt, so I have to use someone at Frankfurt to move it from maybe one area to the other. You find that? If they get caught, now it's their problem. If I get caught, it's my problem. So be very careful out there. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.